great evening. Can you take just a few moments, just a second actually, like and share this so that everybody knows that we're on. It's at a new time. And thank you guys so much for joining me on this Wednesday evening. And for many of you guys, I know you've been working today and you know what we do throughout our days. So I'm grateful that you're here with me. And I'm hoping that what I share would be a blessing to you and that you'll be able to apply it to your life and enrich your life and all that great stuff. And so thanks again for coming along for the ride. Look, I hope that you have either some hot tea or some coffee or whatever you like, and grab your notebook, and we're going to jot down some notes that we're going to share tonight. And so it's going to be a great time together. I'm grateful. I was thinking about this earlier that we have actually ended the first quarter of the year. We're in good for the second quarter, right? And so we have been just really thankful to God because, and we could talk about this all day, every day, but just thinking about how He has kept us and brought us through everything from last year. And if you are hearing my voice, you know, we're here and God is still in control and all is well. And we're just grateful for another opportunity to be before you on today, and just thank God that He has continued to bless us and He has continued to keep us. I just love the Lord, and I'm grateful for the people of God, right? And so here we go. Let's get started. So again, welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. I'm thankful that you're here with me, and if you can just let somebody know that we're here, and let's get started. So if you watch this tonight, or if you're picking this up and you'll see this tomorrow while you're at work and you're listening while you're working, or you're listening while you're driving, thank you so much. And I'm thankful to the Lord for you. So tonight, let's talk a little bit about finding balance. When I thought about this, I thought about sometimes even in the evening when I'm settling down from a full day of work, and sometimes throughout the day I kind of feel like, oh, I missed something, or man, I didn't get to do that, or oh gosh, I didn't get to complete that assignment, or sometimes I'm like, my to-do list is being carried over for the next day, and I already have stuff for the next day, and I'm just kind of plugging in more stuff. And so I thought about sharing tonight about the importance of finding balance, in our life, because all of us that is watching this on tonight, we are all full. We all have full lives. We all have activities and things. And see, as the world is starting to open back up, and look, still make sure that you do your part, right? That you're still wearing your mask, and that you're still using your hand sanitizer, that you're still washing your hands, most importantly. And even if you've had your vaccine, that you're still doing your part. So the world is opening up, and things are starting to move. And so we're still in a space where we're starting to get back into the groove, right? We've already completed the first quarter of the year, and we have entered to a new quarter. We're in this new quarter. And so we're in it, but for many people, you know, for talking for myself from experience, for many of us, we find ourselves in a place where we're having to say, okay, I got to continue to find that balance. And so in the book of Ecclesiastes, in chapter 3, it tells us that there's a time for everything, right? There literally is a time for everything. I'm not going to read the entire chapter, verses 1 through 8, but when you get a moment, go back and read that. And oftentimes when things happen, you know, we can go like, oh man, I can't believe this, oh man. But if you go back to the word, if you go back to your Bible, especially in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it will tell you. And actually this particular verse that I read, the subtopic says that it is a time for everything. Okay, and so when it read everything throughout that chapter, it says that there is a time for everything and a season of every activity under the heavens, a season of every activity under the heavens. We're talking about a time to die, a time to uproot, a time to heal, a time to build, laugh, dance, gather together, refrain from embracing, a time to give up, time to throw away, time to mend, time to speak, time to halt, a time for peace. So it tells you that there is a time for everything. Take a few moments tonight or tomorrow, read that particular chapter, and it will explain to you that no matter what happens under the heavens, that it is a time for everything. All right. So with that being said, with everything that's going to happen, that may have happened, that's still to come, that we still have to find a balance, that we still have to find a way to balance this thing called life. Because I'm telling you from experience that if you do not, you will find yourself burned out. You'll find yourself physically ill. You'll find yourself emotionally overwhelmed. You'll find yourself in a space where you're just not really living your really good life, okay? And we can all live a good life, right? And so it's important that we allow ourselves to find balance. There's 5 things I want to share with you, just 5 things on tonight. And I want you to take notes. I want you to grab your notebook again, take some notes, because I want you to remind yourself that it's important that you find balance in your life. Number 1 is that I think it's so important, and this is something that I do myself, is that you allow yourself to keep an updated schedule. So if you like me, I use my phone. I put all of my stuff in my phone, but I also have a journal type calendar that I put information in as well, because sometimes I just need that extra reminder. And although the phone is very convenient, sometimes for me, and again, this is what I like to do, I still have that calendar that I still opened up and I look through it to see, make sure that there's some important dates. So I think it's so important that we keep an updated calendar. Use your phone if it's for doctor's appointment, if it's for a meeting, if you have to make a specific run because there's something that you have to take care of. Jot those things down. Put it in your calendar. Now, for some people, I know they work better with sticky notes. If that's you, do what works best for you. But allow yourself to keep an updated schedule, okay? And we're talking again about finding balance in our life, because life is going to happen, but you got to find a way to keep a balance so that you're even keel. You're not like this all day and you're driving yourself nuts because you're not in a good space. So the second thing, and the things I'm sharing with you guys, is what I have to apply for my life. So I'm not giving you something that I have not done myself or that I'm not doing myself. So the second thing is that we have to stop procrastinating. How many of you all, look, just put in the comments, ooh, you're talking about me, you're talking about me. Just jot that in the comments. You're talking about me, you're talking about me. How many of you all deal with procrastinating? We have that to-do list. We have that list of things, whether you break it down daily or throughout the week. And sometimes you get to that one thing, you're like, oh, I'll wait, I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, I don't want to deal with that now. I'll deal with that next week. And in fact, earlier today, I had something on my list I needed to do. And I looked at the time and I was like, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. And in my mind, I'm like, no, just deal with it now, because tomorrow your day is already full. Literally, from the time I get up, I have meetings, I have class, until tomorrow evening, my day is full. So listen, let's not procrastinate. Put that in the comment section. I am not going to procrastinate. Sometimes we procrastinate because there are things that we know that we need to deal with. We just don't want to be bothered with it. Can I say it like that? Can I really say it like that? Because honestly, sometimes we just don't want to have to deal with it, and it could be something that is just like a chore. It's just like, but look, let's not procrastinate. Let's just deal with it and keep it moving. So the next thing is And this is something that I have learned to do. In fact, I don't have no problem with taking a rest, but allow yourself to take a rest if you need it. If you need to take a rest, allow yourself to take a rest. And so what does that mean? So you're working every single day, whether you're working from home or you're going into the office, but you're working every single day. You're out there, you're in it, you're grinding. And listen, we know our bodies, right? We know when our bodies are telling us, I need to rest because I'm not feeling well. And I don't care how much, medicine you pop in, whether it's ibuprofen or whether it's your supplements or whatever whatever you use, it is nothing like allowing yourself to just rest. And this is something that my father-in-law taught me years ago. And I used to always think, resting is, just plopping up on the couch and the TV is on and I got my phone in my hand and, I'm resting. And he was like, no. He said, to get a really good rest, he said, go in your room, get in your bed and just let yourself lay out flat and just be in silence. Just let yourself lay out and just be in calm, but allow your body to just rest. Excuse me, right? Allow your body to rest. And we all know the rhythm and the sound and the signs and the signals of our bodies. And we all know when we need to allow ourselves to rest. And so we're talking about finding balance. We're talking about not just finding, but keeping balance, is that we need to allow ourselves to rest. And so the next thing I want to talk about, we talked about how to keep an updated schedule. We talked about not procrastinating. And we also talked about needing to allow ourselves to get that much needed rest, even if that means going to bed a little bit earlier. If that means turning off the television and being silent, or whatever you need. You need some calm music. You need some calming jazz or whatever works for you. But allow your body to get the much needed rest. Not just your body, but your mind. Allow your mind just to take a pause. Because throughout the day, we're always doing something, right? There's always something that's got to be done. Whether it's at home, at work, our children, our families, with us, it's always something. But allow yourself to get that rest. Allow your mind to get that rest. So the fourth thing I want to talk about and just share with you and encourage you is to get back to prioritizing. Okay? It's so important that you understand and that you allow yourself to put things in order. Some things we just put on our plate and you really don't have to. I mean, seriously, there are just some things that you just really just do not have to do. And I'm telling you guys from experience that I have learned how to prioritize. I've learned how to say that it's really okay to just say, no, I can't do that. And I said this before, you have a plate and you have all the things on your plate that you need to do. And if there's something that comes your way and somebody either wants you to go somewhere with them, do something for them, or something else pops up, and then when you know that that is not your priority, that that's not the top of your list, that that's not something that you just really got to do, then you know what? Learn how to stick to your priorities. Learn how to prioritize. Learn how to put in order what's really important and take it down from there. Because if you do not, you'll find yourself again in a space where you're just off track, you're off balance. And for so many people who are watching this tonight, you'll find yourself in a space where you're just kind of feeling burned out, where you're feeling overwhelmed. It's because you need to prioritize. Put things in order. Some things you just don't have to do right now. And it's really, really okay to say no. I don't know how, oh gosh, I learned that the hard way. I have to stress to you that sometimes it's really, really okay just to say no. I can't do that right now. I don't have the capacity to do that right now. And you don't have to get into you don't have to get into details, any big reasons why. No is complete all by itself. All right. The last thing I want to share with you guys, we're talking again about finding that balance. Find that balance in your life being able to live a good, healthy, balanced life. And the last thing I want to share with you, and this is something that I hope that you take to heart, and you take it and you say, you know what, I'm going to do this. But make time for you. Make time for you. I said this before, and I feel like I have to keep saying this over and over again. Well, I won't, but it's because I still hear people talk about how they're just still trying to just get back in the groove, and they're off track and they're off schedule because they're trying to do so many things for everybody else. But find a time just for you. And that looks different for everybody. It looks different for everybody because everyone enjoys different things. And so I just want to encourage you guys on tonight as we wind down this evening, and it's already probably after 10 o'clock by now. And for some people, you're like in your relaxed mode, you're already in your PJs. And for some people, you're like, nope, I work better at night. What works for you is for you. I mean, that's all good stuff. But as we wind down this evening, I want to encourage you on tomorrow, when you think about your day, have you put things on a schedule? Have you put things, whether you put it in your phone or you put it in your notebook, have you put a schedule together that you can look at and you can say, oh, I got that done. I got that taken care of. I mean, even something as small as making sure that you go to the post office to get stamps. I don't know, just whatever, whatever. Excuse me. Just whatever you need to do on your list, right? Excuse me. So whatever you need to do on your list, that you go by your updated schedule. I want to say updated because sometimes we have a schedule and it's the same thing and we don't change it. We don't check it off. We just kind of keep going to the next day, and then learn learn from me. Don't procrastinate. If there's something that you really need to take care of, let's just do it. And that's from me to you, right? Because I have learned the hard way that when you procrastinate, that thing just kind of sit there, and next thing you know, oh boy, you're trying to figure out, God, how am I going to just make this happen? How am I going to make this work? When all I had to do was take care of it when I first had it in my hands. So don't procrastinate. Let's just make it happen. And then the next thing I want to share with you is learn how to allow yourself to get rest when you need to. Allow your mind to get some rest. Take a great walk. Allow your mind and your body to get some rest as you need to. Learn how to prioritize what's on your list that you really need to do, and what's on your to-do list that really, you can let it wait. Not that you're procrastinating, but it's that one thing that you just don't have to do right now. And then the last thing I want to share with you is that continue to make time for yourself. Continue to make time for yourself. Allow yourself to live a really good, balanced life. A good, healthy life. A good life that's full of all of God's stuff, right? A lot of good God stuff. The world presents stuff and makes it look like it's shining and it's wonderful and it's the best. And sometimes all that shiny stuff is not healthy stuff, right? And so we have to know the difference. And we do know the difference. So you can have a healthy, balanced life. And so on this evening, as you are preparing yourself for the next day, if that's what you do, or if you just get up in the morning, you kind of go with it, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. But on tomorrow, when you think about your day or the next day, and you look at your schedule and you're like, yeah, I did good today. I checked that off. And look, at the end of the day, when you look at your list and all those things are checked off, you're like, I did good, And then sometimes you have things on your list that you couldn't get done because it involves needing to incorporate other people or other things. It's okay. It'll get done. So on tonight, I hope that you take all of the nuggets I share with you in your book, or if you just go back on this live and watch it again, but you look at those things and you say, yes, I need to maintain and I need to create a balanced life. I can have a balanced life. I don't have to live burned out. I don't have to live overwhelmed. I don't have to be in a space where I'm always feeling just exhausted. And sometimes we go through all those things because we're just not balanced. We just don't have that space in our life where we can just prioritize, give ourselves some space, Give ourselves some time, do what we have to do, don't procrastinate, and we can live a good life. So on this evening, thank you guys so much for sharing just a few moments with me. I pray that everything that you heard on tonight will be a blessing to you. And I hope that you are sharing this and you're letting your family and friends know to go back and watch this live. And I hope that you're able to apply it to your life. I hope that you're able to remind yourself, you know what, I can keep a balanced life. I can live a balanced life. I can do that. And so if that means you have to tweak some things, you got to change some things, you got to revise some things, look, let's just make it happen. So look, until we come back together again, I pray you have a great evening. I pray that you have sweet sleep, sweet sleep. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you that are watching this on tonight. Look, Paradise, my church, the church that the Lord gave us, the place that God lives, it's a great place to give great seed. And so if you're looking to give good seed on tonight, go to Cash App for Greater Paradise. Go to PayPal for Greater Paradise. Go to our website and you can give there. Or go to Givelify, you can give there as well. There's so many different ways that we can give. And so I pray that you're blessed to give on tonight. So until we come back together again, God bless you. I love you. Have a great night. And remember, all is well. All is well. God bless you. And live a balanced life. Amen. God bless you.